my name is Julia, and here's a little bit about me. I'm a grade 8 teacher in a French immersion school in the GTA. I love this age group as it is a period of transition for my students. There are lots of exciting things to be dealt with, and I love helping my students navigate their pathways. I also studied French immersion in the GTA, and I very much value the acquisition of new languages. I have an honors specialist degree in visual arts from York University, and I also studied pattern drafting at Ryerson University. Before becoming a teacher, I worked in the fashion industry, a far cry from the world of adolescence in which I currently find myself. After about 10 years in fashion, I ventured back to York U for my bachelor's in education. Although I enjoyed the creative aspects of my former career, I found myself drawn to the classroom and haven't looked back since. I'm currently in my 7th year of teaching. I'm a marathon runner, not because I am fast. I mostly enter races to get medals and earn bragging rights. That's me completing the Toronto Marathon several years ago. I enjoy all kinds of workout. This really helps me alleviate my stress. I love to read and travel whenever I get the chance. This is my dog Jack. You may hear him in the background during class sometimes. Although people my age are often bound to their technology, I find myself less and less interested. I think this is in part because I have noticed the lack of face-to-face interaction and being in the present amongst my friends and family. Professionally, I use all kinds of technological tools such as Google Classroom and all Google platforms. I have a blog which I use to communicate with my students' parents and several other educational tools. I find that with reflection, these tools can add great value when they are done in meaningful situations. Personally, I have a Facebook account, which I want to delete almost every day. I surf the net, but I do not have any other social media profiles, nor do I have any apps on my phone. Shocking, I know. My students often ask me if I'm on Instagram and Snapchat, and then they ask me why I'm not. I usually tell them that I'm more private and that I don't want to spend my time seeing what everyone else is doing, that if I really want to share something with someone, I will. Interestingly, when I visit my parents, my mom, who is almost 70 years old, is attached to her phone, and we constantly struggle between her need for checking her phone and my need for no phones at the table. Several years ago, I saw Jerry Seinfeld perform, and he said that reading your cell phone in front of someone is the same as pulling out a newspaper and reading it. And that really resonated with me, because while I appreciate and recognize the many benefits of technology, I even found a long-lost relative on Facebook, I also feel that some of us have lost some connections. That being said, I am particularly interested in how technology impacts the self-esteem and anxiety of teens aged 12 to 14, as these are the students with whom I am working. These students are avid users of social media platforms and all other forms of technology. I'm curious to investigate their sense of belonging, as they have never known a world without these platforms. Working with these students every day, I am often reminded of the impact of technology on their everyday activities, from the way they receive information to the way they communicate with each other. I do not have a lot of experience with mental health theories. However, I do tend to adopt a more holistic approach. I believe in Western ideologies, but I am also glad that we are moving towards considering the whole person in relation to their experiences, environments, and beliefs. In my classroom, I tend to focus on positive aspects of mental health and well-being. My beliefs align with the flourishing approach, which considers the emotional well-being, psychological functioning, and social well-being of an individual. I believe that supportive environments allow students room to grow, become empowered, and resilient. I look forward to exploring this further throughout this course.